Well, one thing to take into account, it's going to be really cold for that game. It's going to be really cold for the next couple days, especially for those WPIAL championship games on Saturday at Heinz Field. I think a high of 35 degrees. We will carry all the 4 WPIAL championship games this Saturday and the 2 other WPIAL championship games the following Saturday. That's 2A and 5A. They'll all be on Pittsburgh CW. So right here, so tune in on Saturday. The fun starts at 11 o'clock. And I'd imagine it's going to go all the way until midnight with all the games on this Saturday. 4 games, 1A, 3A, 4A, 6A, all on Pittsburgh CW on Saturday. Jared Barton, Chris Snyder have the call for the first 2 games. Bob Pompiani, Mike White have the call for the second 2 games. I will be on the sidelines for the entire day. So hopefully you tune in. All right, let's get out to the phone lines. We got Mike out in Ross Township. What's up, Mike? Mike, you there?
Yeah. Hi, Rich. How you doing? You hear
Good.
me?
Thanks for calling. Yeah, I got you.
All right. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, I have a question for you. I watched a Steelers game last week, and I seen this Tony Brooks James
Yeah.
as a running back. Well, last I heard, they picked up Darren Hall and put him on the practice squad.
And they just
you know
cut
where
him.
They got James
They
from,
just
and
they just cut Hall, and they replaced him with Sutton Smith. So Brooks James has been a practice squad guy, but they needed him because of their injuries to running back. I mean, you have Jalen Samuels. Benny Snell would have been 3rd running back, but he's injured, and he'll probably be out. He's going to be out tomorrow's game for sure. Benny Snell potentially could be back for, I'm guessing, is that Cincinnati game. If not the Cincinnati game, then maybe the second Cleveland game, and then you'll be back to your full running backs, what you started the season with James Conner, Jalen Samuels, Benny Snell. Those would be the 3 running backs, but they've had injuries to them, so they needed to do whatever they could. Rosie Nix is out, too, so running back has been one of the positions. They've been really thin, and they've been trying to do whatever they could to just get by, and they did that. So Tony Brooks James is a guy that they brought up from the practice squad just to give him a couple reps to also help with Trey Edmonds. But I would imagine Tony Brooks James is going to go back to the practice squad when Benny Snell is healthy. You also have Trey Edmonds, who will be their 3rd running back. So it's going to be James Conner, and then you're going to have Jalen Samuels and Trey Edmonds in this game coming up tomorrow against Cleveland, in Cleveland against the Browns. All right, Pete, Squirrel Hill, what's up, Pete? Nice to hear from you, buddy.
My main man, Rich, how are you?
What's going on? Thanks for calling.
Hey, my man, I'm glad to see you're riding solo because you'll take some calls with that Paul Zeiss who talks in circles. You never get to the phone anymore. Hey, Rich, about this NFL. What's up with this Players Association going back a couple of years? Why would they ever agree to play in Thursday night? I know these professional leagues, Rich, all they care about is revenue and money, okay? Anybody that's ever played NFL football will tell you on Monday, the day after a game, they can't get out of bed. Tuesday, they watch film. Wednesday, what do? Got to walk around. They can't really practice because they're playing on Thursday. The risk of injury is so exaggerated, Rich, because they're playing games when their body's not healed to play. Why do they do it?
Well, you answered your question early in that question. Money. I mean, when Fox threw out a ton of money, that's why you're playing Thursday night. They want to. I think ideally the NFL would love to play on every single night, monopolize every night of the week with an NFL game. And people would tune in. I mean, these Thursday night games are highly rated games across the country, especially, tomorrow's game in Pittsburgh, it'll do some kind of outrageous rating like 40. It'll be ridiculous numbers that game will get. So that's why they do it. It's money. And when Fox is throwing a ton of money just to take that Thursday night game away from, so I think Fox started that last year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what the agreement is. I don't know how much money it was for, but CBS used to have them. One of my first years here, I remember covering Steelers and Ravens on CBS. It was the first Thursday night game on CBS. And then NBC would take over eventually, like halfway through. So CBS and NBC would split the games, but now Fox has all the games on Thursdays, and they also simulcast it on the NFL Network. But money's the main reason. It's obviously, that was one of the stories I did all week, talking about it being a short week, but it's a short week for both teams. But here's the problem with this game. It's a short week for both teams, but it's also a divisional game. And you look at, I was looking at the Thursday schedule today, and there were a few other division games that are being played on Thursdays, but that's got to be pretty tough, almost unfair at times for teams, because you got to simplify things. You're not going to be 100%, especially when it comes to injuries. Now, the good thing about having a Thursday night game is you get a few extra days for the following game, which will be the Cincinnati game. But, yeah, you have to cram everything into 4 days, and it's tough. And not only is it tough for everyone, it's tougher for young guys, and it's going to be tougher for a guy like Mason Rudolph, who has to try to cram everything in to 4 days. So is Baker Mayfield, and they got a lot of younger guys over on Cleveland's team compared to the Steelers, who have more veterans. So they know how to deal with it. But Mason Rudolph, I know the one thing about him is he really gets into studying, taking his iPad home, looking at plays, doing the extra work in the film room. So I think that he will be fine, but you might see a more simplified Steelers offense, and that's what even some of the players said this week. All right, let's go back out to the phone lines. We're going to go out to Jerry on the north side. What's up, Jerry?
Yes, how you doing today?
Good, thanks for calling.
Yeah, I appreciate what he was saying about that, but it's nice that the people that don't have cable and that would help. But what I wanted to say was I like the fact that now Tomlin at this year have everybody that he drafted or picked is his team now, and they're playing like for him, and it's really nice to see that. And the other thing about it is about the Penguins, Crosby. I just hope he just gets smart and take care of himself. You know, the fans are all that, but his health is better.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Jerry. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely his health. I mean, I would be for having the surgery as soon as possible. If it is a sports hernia, get it out of the way. Have him ready come the beginning of January and maybe potentially around Christmas. You know, that's when really things start to get into high gear in the NHL. That's when, in my opinion, when things really get rolling, and that's when you're making your playoff push come January, February in that area. And if you're the Penguins, I think you can kind of stick around within a couple points of the division leaders or the 6th and the 7th and the 8th spots, the wild card spots there. So I would try to have that surgery done now or take care of whatever the injury is right now opposed to waiting. As for it being Tomlin's team, I mean, it's been Tomlin's team for quite some time. I mean, Bill Cowher hasn't been around in a long time. You only have one guy that's really Bill Cowher's guy on this team, and that's Ben Roethlisberger. So, yeah, it's his team. It's been his team for a long time. A lot of his guys, I mean, you look at the defense. I mean, he brought in some guys, obviously, through free agency, so not a lot of his draft picks are on there. So especially all those first-rounders. They have 10 first-rounders on a defense, but some of those are first-rounders from other teams. So, yeah, it should be a good game tomorrow. I think it'll be a low-scoring game. I do think the Steelers' defense definitely has the edge in this game, and if the Steelers were to win, I think it's going to be because of defense again. But you have a young team, a young offensive team with the Browns, and this short week could affect the Browns' offense more than it would affect the Steelers' offense. All right, we're going to take a break. Back with more of your phone calls coming up next. Stay right there on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.